Jack Thunder and the Fragments of Anima. Book 3. Darkness. Chapter 11. Welcome aboard. So I guess now that you're staying with us, I can show you around Tempest Island. Before Shadow-Paws could protest, Jack Thunder waved Stormbringer in the air. The next thing he knew, he was flying through the night sky on a massive storm cloud behind the storm gremlin. The Nekomata could see an imposing mountain in the distance, wrapped in massive storm clouds. Only a few minutes later, they touched down on the cliff edge of the floating continent that Jack Thunder called home. It was quite a sight. Shadow-Paws, not being an air elemental, had seen the storm gremlin's numerous flying continents in the sky before, but he had never actually been to one. He'd always thought Tempest Island would be a barren, rocky plain, much like the rocks on Mount Tempest. But the lowlands were surprisingly green, covered in hardy grass and populated with sharp-leaved trees. Even the weather on Tempest Island was on its best behavior. Only a few faint rumbles of thunder and a light sprinkle of rain made their presence known. Nothing like the monstrous storms the island tended to bring with it whenever it visited the circus's caravan. "The village isn't far from here. Come on!" The Nekomata ran after Jack Thunder and Buckthorn as they made their way inland. Sure enough, he soon came upon a clearing dotted with many stone huts. "Don't worry, they're much bigger on the inside. Now where— Oh, there it is!" Jack Thunder exclaimed as he found what he was looking for in the dim light. He ran over to the door on one of the huts and pushed it open, holding it for Shadow-Paws and Buckthorn to come in. One by one, the team filed into the stone building, Jack Thunder shutting the door behind them. "Alright, Jackie, I think you know what to do from here. Me and San are going to bed. We'll see you in the morning." Frosty and San disappeared down the hallway connecting to the front room. Not that Shadow-Paws could blame them. It had been quite a day for all of them, and it wasn't going to get any less hectic from here. "Oh, now that we're all together, I guess I should show you my room, Shadow-Paws. We're all going to be staying there for the night." "What? Are you serious?" "Yeah, Mr. San is already staying in the guest room. Besides, it's no trouble for me. Now come on." Buckthorn and Shadow-Paws exchanged worried glances. They were really all going to sleep in the same room? "It's only for one night," they reassured themselves. They made their way down the hall. "And this here is my room. I know it doesn't look like much, but it's mine." Shadow-Paws looked around. It was simple, yes, but it was no motel room either. Numerous posters of comic book characters adorned the walls. One poster in particular caught his attention. Opposite the bed, a poster bearing the image of a storm gremlin in a scarlet jumpsuit adorned the wall. The gremlin had black boots and gloves, and on his chest was a black badge bearing the image of a golden yellow buzzsaw blade with 6 teeth. The gremlin stared back with a smug expression, and underneath him was the name Razor, written in sickle-shaped bronze letters. So that's why Jack named his wyvern Razor. Right on cue, Razor ran into the room from behind Shadow-Paws and jumped on Jack Thunder's bed. He circled around before planting himself in the center of the sheets. "This kind of reminds me of my old home back in the Great Barrier Kingdom," Buckthorn told the storm gremlin. "I have a bunch of old posters up on my walls, too." "So do I," Shadow-Paws added, "though they're mostly just from the Circus of Shadows. Got some other stuff too, though." He pointed up to the Razor poster. "Who's that up on the wall?" "Ah, that's Razor. He's a character in one of my comic books. He was kinda my idol when I was little," he chuckled. "But I named this one after him." He gestured towards the little purple wyvern on his bed. The latter was already sound asleep. "I guess I can see why." Shadow-Paws yawned. "It's getting late. We'd better settle down for the night." Yeah, goodness knows we need it after that, Buckthorn agreed. But where will we sleep? I've got a couple of sleeping bags under my bed if you want, Jack Thunder offered. That was all right with them. It wasn't much, but it would work. Buckthorn and Shadow-Paws got themselves settled in when Jack Thunder turned out the light. Shadow-Paws lay awake as Jack Thunder and Buckthorn fell asleep. Tired as he was, he couldn't stop his mind from racing. He thought about how Nemesis almost took over the Dark Carnival. He would have never known the carnival was in danger if he hadn't met the two fairies sleeping beside him right now. What would have happened if they never showed up? Not even the Dark Champion of Alterus had sensed anything strange when he first ran into Nemesis. Benekamata shuddered. Those Wendigos were getting better and better at hiding themselves. They had learned well since their last clash with Alterus. Shadow-Paws shuffled out of his sleeping bag and tiptoed to the window. He watched the rain fall from the sky as flashes of lightning illuminated Mount Tempest in the distance. His heartbeat jolted with every clash of thunder that rang in his ears. He didn't know how Jack Thunder slept through it every night. I guess when you've been listening to it all your life. Hey, you alright? Shadow-Paws jumped and turned around. Jack Thunder sat up in his bed and stared blearily at him. Yeah, just a long day. Jack Thunder laid back down and closed his eyes. Shadow-Paws turned to the window once more. He seemed to be doing all right, snoozing away with not a care in the world. How could he do it, Shadow-Paws wondered. How could he just go to sleep like he wasn't going to face the fate of the world the very next day? A lime-hued lightning bolt flashed just beyond Mount Tempest. Shadow-Paws remembered the green lightning bolts Jack Thunder had dished out in the battle with Nemesis. Well, I guess if he can get used to the thunder, I can too. Shadow-Paws crept back to his sleeping bag. He zipped it up and shut his eyes. As sleep overtook him, he hoped with all his might he wasn't just lying to himself. Hi there, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you would like more from our friend Jack Thunder, you can check out my new book series, Jack Thunder and the Fragments of Anima, on Amazon using the link in the description. Or you can head on over to my Teespring and grab a few things from my shop. And please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content every week. Thank you for watching.